morning. Your team Iceland was knocked out in the group stages. So too is Nina. She started flip-flopping before the competition, went for Iceland, and then Portugal were just 2 hours after Argentina were knocked out. Portugal also. So the only difference is the only difference between the two teams is the hours, the cities in which they play. I think Portugal did play in St. Petersburg, and we had Argentina playing in Kazan. So it's the visa preparation and the time, the flight, the departure from Russia.
No, they probably, no, you can't know. Maybe they met at the airport.
No. They can't meet at the airport. They can't meet at the airport. So we are all condoling. We are all condoling.
It's a day of mourning.
But yours is fresh. So good morning. Good morning. And before we go to Russia to discuss, but that is what has been happening, isn't it? Delvin.
Let me go through this quick.
Okay.
Gor Mahia is still unbeaten 1-0. They beat Sonny Sugar. So they maintain their lead at the top of the table. They have 49 points and a plus 31 goal difference. Sofapaka on second place, they beat Wazito FC by 2-0. The disappointing result of the weekend came from AFC Leopards, who were thrashed 3-0 by Kakamega Homeboys. It leaves AFC Leopards on 6th position, tie on points with Bandari on 32 points apiece.
So it's like a done deal, yeah?
This KPL is a done deal.
12 points with 2 games in hand.
2 games in hand. That
So
is an assailable lead.
it's almost done.
It's almost
Okay.
done.
Can we say congratulations to the champions-elect?
We could, but you never know what can happen.
We have how many games?
Unless a miracle happens. But yeah,
Which
they're
could
champions
happen?
elect.
We have
Which
how many
could
games to
happen.
play?
About 12.
12 times 3, that is 36.
Yeah, about
36 points. And here they are leading by 12 plus
Let's say they win their
6,
games in hand.
18, which is half. Meaning if Gor draw the next 9 games, they'll still be the champions. Okay, thank you so much. Well, your team was last night knocked out by Russia.
disappointing.
We are all disappointed. Spain is such a good team. I was partially supporting Spain now that my team was knocked out of a Saturday, but I don't feel stressed. Portugal also out.
Even I was happy that Portugal were knocked out.
Yeah. So we are now on equal level.
Yes. Nina,
But I don't think Portugal
supporter.
would have gone far either way, because
Uruguay is
Ronaldo was carrying the whole entire team.
Yeah,
so
he
was
was.
Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are dependent on one
You can't be
person,
dependent on one player in the World Cup. You need to play as a team.
and that's why a team
So
only.
for us, like Spain, we have a team.
Spain, you guys have a team, but the minute you remove your defense in front of the gear,
There was no, it's not even about the defense. The problem with Spain was how we were playing. It was too slow, too slow. Pass sideways, backwards, no penetration. That was our problem. And that's why, so our first shot on target came on the 40th minute. Because we were just passing the ball and it's like pedestrian. There was nothing
so do you think
happening.
you
There
guys
was nothing
maybe
happening.
underestimated Russia?
No,
Then?
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
But once it all ends up to the penalty, then
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's usually your goalkeeper who will have to hold the team for you.
it's only a lady like Glory that can carry you.
And now let me bash you a bit.
Why not?
David De Gea, David De Gea, is absolutely useless.
But I say it all the time.
For Spain, absolutely useless.
But I said no, not even for Spain. Even when he's playing in the EPL, he's not that
No, in the
much
EPL,
of a champion.
are you?
De
I don't
Gea
think
is a
contributed
good
to
goal.
this. Yeah,
Imagine
for
I've
Manchester
never felt
United.
he's I'm a United supporter. I've never felt
After
he's a
Manuel
good enough
Neuer,
goal.
we have to agree. Let's be fair. Let's be sportsmanship. Let's portray some sense of sportsmanship, fairness. After Manuel Neuer, the best goalkeeper in the world is David De Gea.
Yes.
No.
Yes, for Manchester United, not for Spain. He couldn't save a penalty.
But even legendary goalkeepers never saved a penalty.
No,
No, there are some who are very.
Okay,
who are
who?
very,
His
very
record is utterly atrocious in this World Cup. How many shots has he faced? And I think he has not even saved one shot.
But the problem
It's a
might be
disaster.
lying in place. Look, let's also look at it from this angle. De Gea does play Manchester United, which is an English club. Then he has the entire Spanish team, which plays in Spain. So probably there's a change in the dynamic in which Man United play and Spain do play. Look at all the other 10 players play within Spain. It's only De Gea who comes from England and plays for Manchester United. Probably the communication, the timing they had together, maybe wasn't enough so that they can, create some sense of a good bond. And that is the same way he struggled in 2011 when he came to Manchester United. There was a language problem.
Season,
He was speaking Spanish.
No, but then again, also there was a complaint from the coach at the time that who said the reason as to why they even decided to sell, they were deciding to sell De Gea was because he was lazy.
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. No, at United, when he moved to United, that was the problem. They were saying, and you know, at that time, they didn't have a good, let's say, we didn't have a good keeper to back because we had already sold Andreas. So, I just feel like maybe he had it in his head too much that he could do it. And he was doing those moves of his of being too lazy.
But you'll agree with me, after Edwin van der Sar, De Gea has been the best replacement for United.
He's better than Van der Sar as well. You see Gerard Piqué.
But that is what he has been tremendously failing, even at Barcelona. And he is the biggest problem in the Barcelona defense line.
And I'd had a problem with him since the beginning. Piqué, I'm not a fan of his. What he did there was absolutely stupid.
No,
and you remember Umtiti, France, Australia?
Yeah.
He did the same thing against Australia for the Australia's penalty.
Looks like when they raise up their hand, they're playing some sort of salsa.
It's
Flamenco.
it's like that's what they're trained to do in Barcelona.
Are you supporting Croatia now?
Yeah, I'm supporting Croatia.
Yeah.
I'm supporting Mexico to beat Brazil, so that we all remain with all underdogs, and I bet Uruguay to win the World Cup.
But I had said it from the beginning. No one listens to me.
I said it from the start of the competition.
I said Uruguay.
I said it from the start of the competition.
I did.
Uruguay.
Uruguay
are going home.
Imagine if it's a Uruguay-Mexico final.
And the thing that Cavani has an injury.
No problem.
Yeah.
What if he does not play?
But you see,
against
that's the
France?
difference. Uruguay isn't depending on one player.
person. They have
Watch the way they've been playing.
Let me tell you what they do. They defend well, but they depend on Suarez and Cavani up front. That's what they
Imagine even when Cavani was substituted, they were still playing well.
do. But it's Portugal. They were playing against Portugal are useless.
I think Portugal are more strong than France.
Yeah.
No,
Because
no.
Portugal are the European champions,
Yeah.
and they beat France
Oh my God.
Yeah.
in 2016
I
to win the
think
cup.
so too.
That was by luck. You watch that match. It was
No,
luck.
I'm
Portugal-
telling you, this time, do not put your... Hey, Kwanza Paul were gambling. Do not put your money on the big teams. It's not a big team World Cup. It's not.
Okay, let's say I know France will beat Uruguay. They'll go to the semi-finals. Brazil, as you were saying, Mexico will beat Brazil.
Okay, for me, the Mexico
Brazil will
Brazil, I'm
struggle.
going to be neutral.
Will struggle.
Because any of them who go through, I'm going to back them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be neutral on that.
Why are you backing these Latin teams, if I may ask?
Because I know the cup is going to Latin America.
It is going to Latin America, Delvin.
I've been saying it.
All thank Uruguay, because none of our teams, among all of us on the round table, is playing at the World Cup at the moment.
But I went furthest to Spain. So
We
No,
also
but
went
me,
furthest.
I knew
in
Iceland
terms
was
of,
not
in
going
terms of
far.
time,
You knew.
You were
were
only
limited
24 hours early.
Iceland, it wouldn't have gone far, but you support teams like that because those are the teams that show us there's a chance even Harambee Stars can be there one day.
No.
never.
Halfway.
They can. Yes,
We have
they
too
can.
They
much
can
politics.
imagine they can.
There's
Too
too
much
much
politics.
politics.
There's no
Apparently,
way
our
away.
sports minister is fighting another politician in Western Kenya.
You see, you turn this into politics. Just let it go. Let it go.
But he's in charge.
So today's games, Brazil, Mexico. The second game is
The second game is Japan and is it
Belgium.
Belgium, yeah.
Japan is still there?
Yeah.
Yes.
why you people? You know Belgium might win this World Cup.
Imagine
Belgium
I know
or
they'll
Uruguay?
go far, but I don't think they'll win it. I'm not
Belgium
convinced.
or Uruguay?
They'll go far in semi-final, final.
Semi-final.
I don't
So that
see-
means they might, because if they win and Brazil win, they'll knock out Brazil in the quarters.
Yeah, but what happens if Mexico wins and Belgium faces Mexico?
They'll still knock out Mexico.
I don't think so.
I think there's no team that
people.
can match up to or stand up to Belgium except Uruguay in this World Cup.
France,
No.
No, France I don't think is
France
a threat, imagine.
they showed up against Argentina.
But
They
you see,
showed up. They came.
Argentina has also been playing poorly.
But that is the best game Argentina has played this World Cup. Are you
The problem with
there?
Argentina is
poor
about
performance.
team cooperation
Yes.
and the lack of strategy in terms of the lineup. Look at the players he has: Diabala Paulo, Angel Di Maria, Sergio Aguero, Lionel Messi, Eva Banega. These are a whole lot of
Higuain.
players that you can capitulate on and can produce the
Yeah.
World Cup. But because of the lineup, he can't. And I think what
And
Jose
he didn't
Sa-
make any substitutions during the France game,
and
did he?
what probably Jose Sampaoli wanted to out of this team was to drive them in the style that he drove Chile to 2 Copa America titles.
Yeah.
But this team lacks the energy that Chile possesses.
Chile had that Chile team. was
Argentina cannot play 3 at the
fantastic.
back, 5 in the midfield, and 2 up front. It's impossible.
But why? My problem with him, why does he leave players like Dybala on the bench?
Higuain.
No, Higuain is Dybala on the bench. I don't rate Higuain too highly.
Okay. We are still mourning, but the World Cup is still on in Russia. So, Delvin, we know. Many thanks for joining us. And so is, but there's a picture I'm informed that we need to take a look at before we wrap it up. Let's take a look at this picture.
Oh, this picture circulated.
This is where Nina laughs.
Before we go, Nina, which team are you going with now?
Let's just go with yours,
Croatia?
Delvin. Croatia.
Thank you.
Nina
Croatia.
goes by
Goes
the
by the
waves.
wind.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm not going by. Are you wind?
I'm like wind.
Really, you need to
When I
stop.
blow
I
you.
went Iceland, Portugal.
No, it's Croatia.
No,
Croatia
let's
will go
just go
far.
with Croatia. Or maybe I need to stop supporting them. The ones I support are the ones that I
Why
love.
don't you want to support Belgium?
Oh, Belgium. Go
Belgium is like
Belgium.
80% African players.
Really?
Yeah.
France are like 100% African.
France is the African Union. Okay, thank you, Delvin, and thank you, Nicolette. We thank you your time for coming on board. We always love to have you here on Mondays. Talk more. I think by next Monday we'll be
Semi-finals,
into the
we'll know
semi-finals, and probably in a fortnight's time, we will know the champions of the world. Thank you so much.